Yiggy, yiggy, yes, yes, y'all. Once again, it's the main man, Mr. Myron G, aka Change, in the building, doing a night video. Actually, it's not even really that late. It's 6:22. It's just dark because daylight saving time now. So, anyways, hope y'all can see me. Okay, yeah, y'all can see me. Oh, look at me, look at me. So, anyways, the title of this video is going to be called "Y'all Girls Be Doing Too Much with Your Man." I'ma wait. This one is called "Y'all Girls Be Doing Too Much When You're With Your Man." Real life example. Literally just left the grocery store just now, right? I go and get my stuff. I'm coming out. And as I'm coming out, there's a couple, like, you know, walking towards the door like it's me, right? And so I noticed, like, I mean, I looked over and, like, acknowledged that they were there. So I noticed the girl just kept, like after I looked over and acknowledged that they were there, like, the girl just kept, boom, looking at me, looking away, 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 looking at me, looking away. The whole time, like, we were, like, walking out of the door, and her dude is, like, just sitting there, I don't know, droning on about something, probably some video game or something like that. Like, I was on level 10, and then my controller came out, so I couldn't, I don't know what he was talking about, to be honest, because I was just on my business. I was just walking to my car, right? So walking to my car, and so I walk out the door first, right? And I already kind of have, like, a peppy step, so, like, I'm not a slow walker, right? So my pace is pretty quick, you know? So next thing you know, I look over to the side and, like, so, and this is also what I want to talk about too, is, like, why do you guys let your woman choose the pace of your walk? Like, when y'all are out and about, like, why do you let your woman choose the pace of y'all's walk? I'll wait. I'll give you some time. Oh, it's a red light. Am I gonna, oh, and I just basically blew that red light, dang. I mean, because I didn't want to stop. I couldn't have stopped. Uh-oh. Anyways. So anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah. So I'm already, like, keeping pace, walking fast, right? And so I noticed she's, like, trying to keep pace with me, right? And so I kind of, like, looked over to the side, like, damn, why y'all, like, running up on me like that? You know what I'm saying? And she's sitting there just looking at me, looking away, doing all this with her hair and doing all this stuff. And I just kind of, like, looked, like, and I probably even gave her, like, a dirty look, like, what the frick are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're sitting there right there with your dude. Now, and there's a problem, y'all, or I'll say ladies, is y'all ladies always do the most when you with your man. Why is that? When you with your man, that's when you be doing the most. That's when you be looking the most. You be trying to get somebody to look. And it don't faze me because I already know why you're doing it. Number one, you don't have confidence unless you got your man with you. Number one. And then number two, the only reason you're doing it is because you want your guy to see a guy like me looking at you so you can keep him in further submission. Like, oh, do you see that guy? He was looking at me, and no. But, like, you dudes be seeing your girl look. And I be seeing them, like, they be like, them dudes be getting defeated. Like, they just be like, oh, this dude's about to take my girl. Dude, I'm not worried about your girl. I can promise you that. Your girl ain't even on my level by any means. Any means. And she knows that, and you know that. But you just think I'm some everyday average Nego out here trying to take somebody's girl. Your girl can't do nothing for me, bro. So anyways, to finish the story, literally just came from the grocery store. So she's, like, keeping pace with me, right? And, like, sitting there doing all this, trying to get me to look. So I purposely, like, go around. So now we're getting to, like, the vehicles. So, like, the vehicles are going this way. So I purposely, like, go this way, thinking that they're going to go that way. And sure enough, they do go that way. So which is cool. So we got separated by the cars for a while. But then lo and behold, I pop my trunk and I'm putting my groceries in the trunk. And sure enough, they parked right next to me, right? Fluke. I mean, I know they didn't do it on purpose because, I mean, I don't know who was parked there before me or whatever. So sure enough, she's still doing this, looking back, doing all this. And I'm just kind of like, man. So old boy kind of like, so of course she's driving and old boy's in the passenger seat. So he gets in he opens up his passenger door. I'm still in my trunk. And I kind of look to like make sure he shuts the door so I can go around and get in my door, because to hit their passenger door is like, you know, by my driver's door. So he shuts his door. So I go open up my door and I sit down. And now I'm looking for a song to play in my, I'm like looking for a song on my phone, right? And I'm thinking they're just gonna back out and then leave, right? So instead of them just backing out and leaving, as I'm like, you know, like looking down like this at my phone, like I see her like leaning up and doing like this. And I'm like, wow, I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I was like, why doesn't this dude just smack the out of his girl? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of look over again, and then she looks away all fast and tries to like do like this. Like, you just see how these girls be doing. Like, I see you. Like she tried to look away and then like do like this and like she could come down. I don't know what she was doing. So then I kind of look over like, are y'all gonna freaking pull out or what? So then I was just like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna pull out. So I sit up to like put my car in gear, and that's when she sits up and puts her car in gear and starts like backing up and then looking at me and like to be like, oh, are you gonna go? Are you gonna? And I'm like, girl, you have plenty of time to go, and you're doing this on purpose. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you weren't with your dude, I wouldn't holler at you. And this is like kind of like, I don't know, she was taller, white girl, but like Oompa Loompa looking. You know what I'm saying? She had good hair. I'll give her that. She had great hair. But like, she was like Oompa Loompa, like shaped, right? And the boyfriend was a little bit shorter than her, Oompa Loompa shaped as well. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much it's like an ugly ass, dumb ass couple. You know what I'm saying? And she's sitting there walking, like trying to look at me, like seeing if I'm gonna look at her so she can kind of use that shit against her dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look, I got that black guy looked at me and but. So she can use that to like lord over him later on and keep him in submission. Like, oh, I better treat her right because she can leave me any second. It's sad out here, y'all, man. Like, man, maybe I'm just gonna go on and get into a little relationship video right now. Because what I see right now, honestly, is I see a lot of, what do you call it? Emasculated men. I see a lot of emasculated men that have no confidence at all. Or if they do have confidence, it comes from the girl that they're currently dating, or who she's texting him back so he feels good and he's happy and stuff like that. But it's not natural confidence. And this is what I see, like, oh man, I think I'm about to get into a whole little video now. So what I see right now, and I'll just throw something out there real quick. So at my age now, there's women who are either my age or even younger who have already been married and divorced and married and divorced and married and divorced again. Like there's girls, there's females that I know right now in real life that have been married 3 times and working on their 4th marriage. And then I even know older women who have had 6 husbands. 6 husbands. And they're sitting there like, oh, well, I'm just waiting for God to. And I'm like, girl, I think God already did you a favor. You should be single. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for you to be, oh, hey, she actually smiled. Hi. See, when I'm not even freaking paying attention. But if I'd have been looking at her first, she would have. So anyways. So I'm gonna park. So anyways, I say that to say this, because relationships now are not even, it's pretty much like The girl's gonna only get with you if she can have some type of manipulation and control over you. And some of y'all be like, oh no, Myron, you just nah, man, that's for real. So let's bring up a real life situation. So one of the females that I'm talking about, who's literally been married 3 times and currently in her 3rd marriage right now, she told me this. Because when I found out that she had 3 husbands, I was like, dang, girl. I was like, well, what happened with husband number 1? And she was just like, oh, well, he was abusive, blah, 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 blah. I was like, what happened with husband number 2? You know what she said about husband number 2? She said, I was never physically attracted to him. I was never sexually attracted to him. I didn't even really like him. But he was the only dumbass that was still around who would put a ring on my finger. The silence is deafening. Oh, and don't get it twisted. I'm eating my Twizzlers and drinking my Kickstart right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. So, and still going to the gym later. Verbatim out of a female's mouth. And since I'm at the age that I'm at now, there's like, again, a lot of the girls have been married and been divorced. And then I'll be like, well, dang, what happened with your marriage? And I literally hear this more often than once. Oh, well, I was never really attracted to him, and I was never really in love with him, and I just did it just because it seemed like the right thing to do. Or I was on the rebound, and let me turn my heat down. And she was like, I was on the rebound, and he just got me at the right time, and he was hanging around. So basically, he was the idiot or the simp. See, y'all like to use this word simp, and y'all be throwing it around now in 2022, but we've been using simp since the early 90s, Playboy. Since the early 90s. A simp is a sucker-ass pimp or a wannabe pimp. Because if you wasn't pimping, you was simping. And if you was simping, you sure ain't pimping. So, just to give y'all some background on that word, it's not a new word. It's been, matter of fact, Boys to Men had a song called Simpin' Baby, Simpin' Baby. It ain't nothing new. But the internet crowd just has it twisted because people just think just because you're interested in a girl, then you're a simp. I don't think that's necessarily true. Simping is when you're putting all this attention, energy, possibly money and time into a girl who's really not even into you. So you could be a simp in your marriage right now. When you really know, you know deep down in your heart, your girl could have definitely done better than you, but you're the dumbass who was still around and who was willing to put a ring on. I heard that verbatim out of a girl's mouth who had been married 3 times. And on her 3rd marriage. And who knows what's going to happen with that. So, with that being said, man, like relationships just aren't genuine no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they really aren't. Like, and everybody's playing games. If a girl actually likes you, she's going to act like she don't. And if she don't like you, she's going to act like she do to make the person that she actually likes jealous. And it's just stupid, man. Excuse me. It's just really stupid. So that's why I stay out the way. I just do my own thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid. If I actually see a girl that I like and she looks good and I feel like she has a good energy about her, I'm not afraid to go up and say what's up, introduce myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school like that. I'll do that every day if I want to. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, y'all, and this is sad to say, this is really sad to say, like, I feel like my whole demeanor is going to change about this. Like, it's really been, like, I can't even think of the last time, like, I've just really been out and about and I saw a girl that I was just like, oh my gosh, I got to go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It really is. I don't know, man. Because I feel like a lot of girls are just under the same programming. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may look good and they may have a nice body, but they're still under the same programming. And I can tell that. Like, they're still all about the games. Or even if I do go up to a girl and talk to her, get her number, blah, 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 whatever, You know what I'm saying? Once they start playing the games, it's like, that's when I back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you can't play those games with me. Oh, look at that. I'm flexing my shoulders and my, can you see that? Can you see that? Anyways, so it's like, I'm like, I just stop. And I think that's just why, like, the relationships that, like, maybe I've, like, tried to get in, you know, recently have not worked, is because as soon as I start seeing the games, or as soon as she starts doing some, like, off the wall stuff to, like, see how I'm gonna react, like, I'm gonna be like, girl, yeah, or if she starts trying to, like, chop at my confidence. That's what a lot of girls will do. And that's when I know that I'm too good for a girl, is when after a while, or maybe we know each other for a couple days, couple weeks, and she's like, you need to take yourself down a few notches, or you got a big head about you, or you just think you're all that, don't you? You know what I'm saying? That's like when I know, it's like, that's when I know it ain't gonna work, and I'm too good for you, and your energy's not on my level. So with that being said, y'all, this is way too longer than I expected, but love y'all. Hope y'all learned something, and I'm out.